Hello everyone, and welcome to Daily Value. I'm William Wallace, and today's episode is going to be a bit of a continuation of the episode that aired on Monday, so if you have not already listened to the last episode, pause this one and go listen to that one because it's going to give you a lot of important background information for the topic that we're tackling today. Luckily for all of you, I keep these things short and sweet purposefully so that you can extract some meaning and benefit without having to dedicate 1/3 of your time awake to listening to podcasts. You're welcome. Today, we're going to be continuing on the topic of gut microbiome and its ability to influence and or be influenced by B vitamins. However, whereas in the last episode I spent time talking about how B vitamins might be influencing the gut microbiome as potential prebiotic compounds, today we are continuing on the topic of the gut microbiome and its ability to influence and or be influenced by B vitamins. However, whereas in the last episode I spent time talking about how B vitamins might be influencing the gut microbiome as potential prebiotic compounds, today we're going to be looking at how bacteria in the form of probiotic supplements might be able to influence and even improve the absorption of B vitamins we take in through diet or supplementation, and how. When used in combination, probiotics and B vitamins may enhance physiological outcomes beyond what either one can achieve individually. Notably, the research in question was in rodents, but it does have potential practical implications as future work and insight here may present a potential avenue for combined therapeutic applications, and you'll see what I mean as we get into the topic here. This episode will dissect the biochemical and physiological implications of these findings, focusing on how these interactions could be leveraged to improve gut health and overall well-being. As a quick reminder, this podcast is for educational purposes only and does not substitute professional medical advice. Please consult with a qualified health professional before trying to personalize any supplemental or nutrition-based protocols that we may go over on this show. Let's begin by delineating the issue at hand here. B vitamins are crucial coenzymes involved in many different cellular processes, from energy metabolism to DNA synthesis and repair. However, despite their essential roles, maintaining adequate amounts of B vitamins can be challenging due to their water-soluble nature, which leads to rapid renal excretion and variability in absorption rates. This is particularly problematic for individuals with compromised gastrointestinal function, where the efficiency of nutrient absorption is already reduced. The human body cannot synthesize B vitamins in adequate amounts to sustain all relevant physiological processes they're used for, so to be getting and absorbing enough through food or supplements is crucial. The gut microbiota play an essential role in the absorption and synthesis of B vitamins, like we talked about in the last episode. Previous studies have shown that several bacteria that produce B vitamins may be producing B vitamins in concentrations high enough to suggest that we may in fact be getting some direct nutritional benefit of that. On the other hand, gut microbiota may also be affecting our circulating levels of B vitamins through other means by affecting gut motility and the acidity of the environment. One example is that of vitamin B1, thiamine. Thiamine is easily oxidized in an alkaline environment. Some gut bacteria like Enterococcus or Streptococcus can produce acids, altering the pH of the gut environment. In this way, probiotics that can promote the growth of acid-producing microbes may result in a pH environment that favors better absorption of vitamin B1. Of course, there is a lot more work that needs to be done to understand and identify specific bacteria that promote the absorption of B vitamins. However, given what information is available to date, we can make some inferences without jumping too far ahead in our conclusions. For instance, probiotics, particularly those from the Lactobacillus genus, are known for their ability to modulate gut microbiota by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting pathogenic species. They also contribute to the integrity of the intestinal barrier, which in theory and practice is beneficial for facilitating nutrient absorption. And that brings us to the study at the center of this episode. The study was published in the journal Food and Function. The researchers gave 7 different B vitamins and 3 different Lactobacillus probiotic species. These were Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus casei, and Lactobacillus paracasei. Now, the taxonomy of those went through a slight change recently, but most people listening to this episode likely recognize those names as they are popularly used in probiotic supplements. So I will use those names due to the familiarity. The amount of probiotics given would be very roughly equivalent to a 10 to 15 billion CFU count in humans, as it's not an exact conversion here. The supplemental period lasted for 13 days, with B vitamins given on all 13 days, but the probiotics only given on the last couple of days. Now, the results showed that the probiotics given did enhance the absorption of vitamins B1, B3, B5, and B12 in the healthy animals. A couple of very interesting things to point out here is that a group of rodents given antibiotics saw no increase in absorption of B vitamins even when given the probiotics, suggesting that the microbiome at baseline is also going to play a role in how well probiotics give a further enhancement to the absorption of B vitamins. The probiotics given in this study do not produce B vitamins themselves, which suggests that they were indeed aiding in the absorption of the vitamins given separately. Another finding was that bacterial diversity actually went down in the animals given probiotics and B vitamins. We hear all the time that increased diversity is a marker of good health, so what gives in this case? Well, what's likely happening here, which has been shown in studies in humans given regular fiber supplementation, is that nutrients given may be increasing the abundance of some species that are dominant while inhibiting the growth of others, in this case, pathogenic bacteria. So reduced bacterial diversity is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it just means we're providing things that are selecting for an environment that favors the growth of some bacteria over others, and that can be a good thing depending on what it is you're ingesting and how frequently. Lastly, one of the most noteworthy findings was the increased abundance of Akkermansia muciniphila, a bacterium associated with mucosal integrity and anti-inflammatory effects. This species did not increase at all when the animals were given probiotics or B vitamins by themselves. This species is often underrepresented in individuals with metabolic disorders, and its promotion through probiotic and B vitamin supplementation could potentially be a consideration when something like this moves into clinical trials. Given these findings, how can we translate this knowledge into actionable strategies? For individuals at risk of a B vitamin deficiency or those experiencing symptoms of gut dysbiosis, a combined approach of high-quality B vitamin supplementation with specific probiotic strains, such as those from the Lactobacillus genus, may provide synergistic benefits. Obviously, we can't take these results and translate them directly to humans, especially when the mechanisms of how probiotics can enhance B vitamin absorption are not fully fleshed out yet. The purpose of this episode isn't to provide a specific protocol that acts as a surefire way to improve vitamin absorption. Rather, it's to provide some insight and to provoke thought on how all of these things work in tandem to promote health. Clinicians and researchers should consider the potential of this combined supplementation in patient populations with specific metabolic and gastrointestinal concerns. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that the efficacy of this approach can be highly individual depending on factors such as baseline microbiota composition, genetic predispositions, and dietary habits. In clinical practice, monitoring biomarkers such as serum B vitamin levels, microbial diversity indices, and metabolic parameters that could help tailor supplementation protocols to individual needs, but we're not quite there yet. As research in this area progresses, we may see more refined guidelines for the use of probiotics and B vitamins in clinical nutrition and in integrative medicine, which I'm really excited for myself. In conclusion, the interplay between B vitamins and probiotics offers a promising avenue for optimizing gut health and addressing metabolic dysfunctions. Further research is warranted to explore these interactions in diverse populations and to establish more precise dosing regimens. Thank you for joining me on Daily Value today. Please subscribe and share, as that does me a world of good in being able to continue doing this for you. Until next time, stay informed and stay healthy.